Not this past winter, the winter before, I spent sleeping outside of downtown Boston, waking up with inches of snow on top of my head, like trying to stay clean.
The idea of trying to help people to get off of drugs is such a tall order. Because I know personally, my younger self, you could not tell me, literally, I could appear to myself and be like, I'm you from the future. And I'd be like, oh, that was crazy, let's go get high though.
I guess I was trying to, fit in. Because everybody around me was either drinking, smoking weed, and sniffing coke.
We always had just free time to do whatever we want at any given time. You know, there'd be 30, 40 people in the house, you know, doing just crazy stuff, man. Acid, mushrooms.
Heroin, I started sniffing heroin, and not long after started shooting heroin. He shot me up, like my boyfriend at the time shot me up for the first time.
Through my uncle at age 9. He thought it would be cool for a 9-year-old to be drinking and smoking weed.
It gave me that edge of to be bold or courage or confidence. And then one thing led to another.
I started snorting it, then we milked it down, we put it into a needle, we started shooting it.
Once you start doing that, you already know the people and you start hanging around with the same people. And
that's when I would have to, you know, break into cars to get money. I would, you know, take anything, change GPSs.
I couldn't stop it once the events, you know? And so I don't know what I would say to myself, man. I don't know.
I wanted to be a cross-country truck driver just like my dad. Now I don't even know who my dad is.
I wanted to be a singer.
A nurse. And I did go to school for it.
A ball player. Still play ball, but the drugs told me no.
It was a lot of trauma in my life growing up here in the city. And the only way I know how to deal with trauma is traumatically.
My parents were both addicts growing up. My mom was a heroin user, and pills, and my dad was like, did everything.
I was raised by the streets. Nobody wanted to take the time to understand, why do you do this? Why do you act like that?
At one time, I said I would never be like them. And then look, 10 years, 15 years later, I'm doing the same thing they doing. If I ain't homeless, I'm in jail. That's the only way I got to play ball, in jail.
I've been so messed up the past few years. Like, I've lost trust with everybody. I lost custody of my kids due to this disease.
Like, I don't want to be out here ever again. That's like the worst. Because of drugs, I've been raped. I've been, there's so much shit that's happened to me because of using that, like.
It's just sad what's going on around these streets today. Hopefully someday, these streets will be empty instead of just people walking around still stuck and sick.
My plan was to go use and forget about everything and keep getting high so that I would never have to remember, but I found out I was pregnant with her. And that completely changed everything,
I ended up at a halfway house. I graduated at halfway house. I was living in a tent for 5.5 months. Didn't have to pick up a substance.
Now I have a home, I have a family. I have a job in which I love doing what I do. Life is and I'm very grateful. I don't have a great deal of things, but what I do have is priceless.
If I can make it through, then a lot of people can, It's like life is worth living again.